This is going to be my last video with this Truggy project. I finally finished it up. This was the last video putting it out, and as it's sitting here, the thing is ready to get picked up. It's ready to get taken home back to the owner who owns the thing. Still a lot of work left to do on this project to make it a running, driving Dune vehicle again. As far as just like plumbing lines, everything's all still there, as this vehicle was running and driving before. But it needs like the brake lines hooked up. It's going to need fuel lines hooked up, transmission lines. There's no electric in it right now, so all the electric ran. So all the finishing type of stuff like that, that's going to get taken care of by the owner. He's going to do all that type of stuff, get this thing running and driving and get back out to the dunes. But as far as the fab work, getting a floor, getting a firewall, getting panels, getting the seats mounted, getting harnesses, all mounted in there with tabs and harness bar. Got a new steering column put in here. Got the steering reconnected, so now the tires are all steerable with the steering wheel. Got a new steering wheel put in there, new center console, mounted up an electric panel, mounted up a shifter. Oh, what else have we done? We've done this engine cross member right up here. Did a lot of tube work up in here. Did all the tube work in this firewall area to tie all this in. We cut some stuff out of here originally that when this project came here. This came here, like I've talked before, you know, it was a project that it was running, driving. Someone had kind of started tearing it apart because it still had the original Toyota floor and firewall in it. And now it's to the point, when it came to me, it was all cut out of here. For the most part, there was a few little things up in here I had to kind of trim and finish cutting out. And now it is all, kind of sealed back in with paneling. So the inside, you can see everything's silicon bronze welded. I did all that just kind of more for the aspect of, I guess my thought was be a little safer, a little stronger, having all the inside paneling welded, versus the outside paneling was all Zeus paneled, to make it all removable, to make this thing still somewhat workable on, for like mounting these seats. All these seat bolts are pretty much impossible to get to unless you take off these bottom panels right here. So didn't want to do anything like welded on like that, because you would have never been able to get down in here and work on anything. So the only other, I made like some removable panels here. That's to be able to get into the electrical stuff. So once it gets wired up, having those panels, hopefully it's not something you're getting in all the time. But another panel I did right here is an access panel. I think I talked about this. This is for the transmission lines for your cooler in the back, hooking them up. They're right about there. So without an access panel, pretty much impossible to be able to hook the lines up in there. You'd have to hook them up with like the transmission down before you put it up in there, which is also very tight and would be very hard. So working on custom stuff like this, everything's always takes a lot of work. I've been working on this thing for a long time. It's been here in the shop for a lot of months, coming up almost on a year really that it's been here. I think this thing has been here for 8 months. Been working on it here and there when I could, and in the last kind of week or two, I've really kind of been kind of hammering it out and trying to get this thing done and get it back to the owner and get more focused on some other projects we got going on. So one last little look at the Truggy. Glad it's done. Can't wait for the owner to come check it out, come pick it up, and can't wait to hear this exhaust making noise again and see the thing on the dunes. So if you watch this build, thanks, appreciate you. You watch my channel, appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. More stuff from Dune Hippie Machine.